809. That was Miley Cyrus right there with Wrecking Ball. You're listening to the Morning Cruise Control with me, Senior Airman Kellen Carr, and also in the studio I have with me Power Zone Ricky, who joins us every Tuesday on the Morning Cruise Control. But we have the lovely guest, Miss Melanie Fiona, in the studio. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm good.
You know, we're doing good as well in here. I can't say that enough. Having you in the studio, myself and Power Zone Ricky, it's a pleasure having you. And how was the ride over?
It was actually all right. I flew from New Jersey. I guess we flew from New Jersey, and we flew up over Canada, which is where I'm from. So I got to see parts of Canada I'd never seen before. It was a long flight, but I got some good sleep, and we're here now.
And you just got in last night?
Yesterday afternoon, evening.
And then she's going to be performing tonight. And I tip my hat to you because that is tough right there. A lot of people have to get over that jet lag, and here you are.
I hope I can make it. I'm I think really excited. I'm sure adrenaline will kick in. I'm really excited. My whole crew, my band, we're all here, to do a great show for you guys. So we're just thankful for the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say, we can personally tell you there are a lot of people here that are excited because you're going to be performing at Yokota's Enlisted Club tonight. And what can people expect from your show?
Well, I always like to give a little bit of everything of what I do. And, unfortunately, this trip we couldn't bring the entire full band. So I actually just brought some elements that I really think are important. We've got, obviously, track. I've got my keyboard player. I've got a guitar player. So expect a lot of high energy as well as, really great, I think, intimate moments of live musicianship. And then, just having fun. I always feel like my music is really catered to people who love, I think, good, real live instrumentation and then, great storytelling. So we'll go on a little journey tonight and we'll have some fun. And I'll do some songs that people are familiar with for myself and other artists.
It's going to be a show tonight.
Yeah, it is.
It most definitely is. And when you talk about doing some songs from other artists, I got to tell you, that the Bad cover that you did of Wale's Bad.
Oh man.
Oh, my goodness. You definitely killed that. And we're going to talk more about that here in a moment. But first, we got to get to some music here on the Morning Cruise Control. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have more from Miss Melanie Fiona. But first, here's Pitbull featuring Kesha with Timber.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better.
That was Flow Rider with How I Feel. 817, Kellen here on the Morning Cruise Control. And I'm cracking up. Miss Melanie Fiona in the studio at Power Zone Ricky. Melanie, you're a hoot right there. She had me say, I was getting ready to say Florida. All right. Now, Melanie, we want to go ahead and introduce you. A lot of people are familiar with you. But for those who aren't familiar with you, tell us how you got your start. I understand it was in 2008, Kanye West tour.
Yeah, that's pretty much, how I've been doing it. I'd been traveling from Toronto, Canada, originally born and raised, and I was going back and forth working on music. And I did my deal in the States. And even before we put out the album, I was just releasing some music independently through reggae compilations because I'm a Caribbean girl, so I started working with reggae DJs. And then I toured with Kanye West first, and so that kind of put me on the map. We did Europe, we did the UK, and a few dates in France and Germany, and that kind of was how everybody started to be like, well, who's the girl with no album out and on tour with Kanye West?
There's something about you Canadians dropping albums, getting big like Drake before y'all even have a official studio album. So that's big. And speaking of Drake, you actually worked with Drake on The Renaissance.
Yeah, we actually both are from Toronto. So before anyone knew who either of us were, we were both still working on our artistries. We kind of formed a little crew, and it was myself, another male vocalist, a keyboard player who actually still plays with Drake, and Drake, and he was still doing Degrassi at the time, and we would just get together and we would jam and basically perform at these little supper clubs. We'd basically be singing for our supper pretty much, and entertain people a couple nights a week, and it was fun. It was really cool to then for us to do that collectively, and then for us to go individually our own ways to continue our own personal independent careers, and then be able to see each other again at different places and times. It's great.
That is definitely great right there. And then you dropped your big single, Give It To Me Right. That was your debut single. Mm-hmm. Now, what was it like for you then? How did life change for you?
You know what? Off of Give It To Me Right, I went pretty much all over the world, right out the gate. We actually released internationally first, so I was exposed to the European and UK markets first. And then I came back to the States with Give It To Me Right. And for me in the States, my second single, It Kills Me, was what really put me on there. But Give It To Me Right took me all over the world. And that was really a blessing, because that's all I've ever wanted to do, was just go as far as this music would take me, and I could sing wherever, anybody would listen. So, Give It To Me Right has that old kind of retro soul feel. It samples the Zombies, and I feel like I am a young girl with an old soul. And so blending those two on that record was, I think, a great introduction for the world for me. And so, that's Give It To Me Right.
Most definitely. Give It To Me Right actually peaked at 20 on the Hot 100 in Canada.
Yeah.
And then It Kills Me peaked in the top 50 and a Hot 100 in the States. So
yeah, it was actually a #1 record in the States. Yeah,
most
and it was great. It was
R&B record right there.
#1 R&B record.
And then
for me,
you know you had a Grammy nomination as well for It Kills Me, and you've actually won 2 Grammys
Yeah.
with Cee-Lo Green for Fool for You.
Yeah, Fool for You.
So I mean, how is that? Like seriously, you said you started in humble beginnings. I understand your father was an artist in a band.
Yeah, my dad used to just jam with his band, you know, singing Caribbean songs and old soul records, Sam Cooke, and I'd see them rehearse in the basement.
Sam
and then
Cooke.
he would do, and then he was Sam the Man. And he would do, and then, you know, he'd be working at an insurance company during the day and jamming out on the weekends. So I think it was really nice to just always see, you know, my parents are immigrants to Canada, so for me to be able to do this is like really surreal from like everything that they've ever been exposed to. But I'm really thankful that I have parents that supported me and could see this, you know, artist that was inside of me.
Now, was your mother much into music at all?
My mom loves music. I mean, she never did it professionally, but she was always singing and cleaning and always has a radio at her desk at work. And I mean, just she probably listens and loves music more than I do and my dad. So between the two of them, I was just kind of like destined for me to be doing music for sure. Yeah.
And can you talk to us about, you did the We Are the World tour for Haiti.
Yes.
So how was that? For you, and I understand you were one of only 2, you know, brand new artists to be on it.
I was actually off of the first Grammys, off of the nomination for It Kills Me, and it was the next day after the Grammys, and they just called and were like, hey, we want you to be a part of We Are the World Haiti. And it was actually at Jim Henson Studios where they did the original one, and Quincy Jones and Lionel Richie were executive producing it. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I just walked in the room, and then you just turn around and you see like Celine Dion and like, you know, and like you got like Barbara Streisand and, you know, Carlos Santana and will.i.am and just all these Gladys Knight legendary people around you, and you're like, what am I supposed to do here? And they basically just put us all in a room, and we re-sang, and they gave us all lines and, you know, the new version of it. And that was probably one of the most memorable and amazing things I've ever done, just to be in a room of that many legendary people at once.
And you said at that time you and Justin Bieber were the only newbies on there.
The only new artists. Yes, we were very new. Everyone was kind of still figuring out who we were at that time, and we're both Canadians. So we were representing strong in there,
big time.
Yeah, and it was really an unforgettable experience for me.
All right, and then also I understand in 2010 on the Freedom Tour, you opened up for Alicia Keys.
Yes.
How was it working with Alicia Keys, or being around Alicia Keys?
Alicia Keys is probably she's one of my favorite artists overall. I just love what she represents, what her music does. You know, the people it touches, who her fans are. I think they're really like sound and very emotionally sound and great. They just love good music. And so I've always admired how she was able to just be beautiful and intelligent and make music that everyone loves. And so, you know, when I got that call to do that tour, it was really amazing because I just admire her so much. And I felt like we come from a similar place of music and approach to music. So I learned a lot. She's an amazing, amazing woman and artist. And that was really great. We toured for 3.5 months and we went all over the world, and that one was really a dream come true. Yeah.
Most definitely. And outside of an Alicia Keys, who are some other artists that you feel like have influenced your music, or you know, you listened to growing up?
I love, like I said, Sam Cooke is one of the originals for me. I'm an old soul, so I think Sam is just like one of the greatest soul singers of all time. You know, Stevie Wonder, of course, Bob Marley. I love Lauryn Hill, India Arie. I mean, I just listen to all kinds of music, but I really did. Whitney Houston for me is my favorite female vocalist of all time. I think that she was my lullaby as a baby. I couldn't sleep without listening to Whitney. So I think that's why I love to sing big ballads and I love to sing really powerful records. But yeah, Sam Cooke, Bob Marley, Lauryn Hill. I mean, even more currently, Amy Winehouse, Adele. I love artists like that, yeah. Most
definitely. Well, folks, make sure you stay tuned. We're going to have more from Miss Melanie Fiona. We'll also have your Pacific Radio Report. And Ricky, Power Zone Ricky's in the building. He's going to give away a $25 Power Zone Exchange gift card.
Yes, sir.
How you doing over there, Rick?
Doing super duper, especially because Melanie Fiona was here.
And I'm trying to get this $25 card.
Hey, Miss Fiona, this is the first time in my life I've seen Ricky speechless. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, that speaks volumes. Ricky is in here just quiet as a church mouse. And you know what? I have the same feeling, Rick. Don't worry, you're not the only one. Stay tuned. We're going to have more from Miss Melanie Fiona and your weather on the way here on Eagle 810.
Thaddeus, what the heck am I going to do with
Yeah, tonight. Where can people come see you perform?
I'm going to be here on the base. I'm going to be performing at
Yokota's Enlisted Club.
Enlisted Club.
Enlisted Club.
There we go. I'm going to be there tonight. We're putting on a show. We're going to ring in the new year together. It's really awesome for me. I mean, where else? Everyone's like, hey, where are you for New Year's? I'm like, yeah, guess what? I'm in Japan. So, you know, it's an awesome thing for me, and I get to do what I love at the stroke of midnight, and I get to be with people who love music and are doing amazing things for America, and I think it's going to be great.
And the performance itself, it starts at 8 o'clock is when not the performance, I'm sorry. The doors open at 8 o'clock for the party itself, the New Year's Eve party at Yokota's Enlisted Club. What time does the performance start?
I believe we start
at 10 o'clock?
10:40.
10:40. 10:40. So you're gonna jam all the way up until?
We're gonna jam. We're gonna go as close as we can to midnight, and I'm gonna stick around regardless. I'll be here. So
it ain't close till 3, Melanie.
I want to party with the people out here. You guys are all gonna be my friends and family. We're spending it. It's a big deal together. So
hopefully that jet lag doesn't hit you. We got to get you some 5-hour energy.
No, we'll make the turn up real. We'll make sure that we're out here having a good time. And
Enlisted Club is gonna be on fire tonight.
There we go.
It most definitely is, folks. You need to go to the cashier's cage and get your ticket now if you haven't gotten it already, because there is limited seating available. So definitely make sure you get over there and support. And I want to talk to you about your second. We were talking more about your first album and whatnot. Let's talk about your second studio album, The MF Life.
Yes.
So what was your inspiration for that album?
The first album, I feel like if you listen to the first album, it's got a lot of retro soul. It's got a lot of samples of old records. And I really wanted to introduce myself that way because I wanted people to kind of understand who I am by what's influenced me. The second album was, I think, a little bit more of my evolution of what was happening currently. There's a lot of features on there with hip-hop. I love hip-hop. You've been on the YouTube page, so you know I love hip-hop.
Yes.
So, I did a lot of collaborations with B.O.B., J. Cole, even T-Pain. John Legend is on the album, Nas. I did a lot more features on there because I felt like the MF Life was currently what was going on in my life and where I was at musically. And then now we're moving on to the third album, which I'm very, very excited about.
And what's the title of the third album?
The third album, I have not told anyone what the third album title is.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you guys.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So the third album is going to be called Awake.
Exclusive.
You are the first person I've ever told.
That is what I'm talking about, the Wake, huh?
It's called Awake.
And when can people expect it?
It's going to be out 2014. I've already been working on it. I've been doing a lot of... I took 2013 after the Grammys this year. I took the year to really just... my mantra was happy, healthy, creative. So I really took time to get out of the spotlight and kind of get into the studio and travel and be inspired again and, experience all the things that you need to make an album. And so that's what I've been doing. So 2014, we'll be releasing new music for sure. You can expect a new single, top of the year, first quarter. And then hopefully I'll have an album out by the summer.
And you were actually nominated this year for Wrong Side of a Love Song.
I was nominated.
And how was that? I mean, seriously, anytime you get, even if you don't have to win a Grammy, just to be nominated, that's huge.
Yeah. It is huge. I've been blessed. I've been nominated every year that I've been an artist, that I've released in music. And that, whether it's my own songs or collaborations I've done with other artists like John Legend and The Roots, and then being a part of Grammy-winning albums like Stephen Marley, and it's really just all I've ever wanted was to have the respect of my industry, of the people who are respected in the industry, and for the fans to love it and to respect it. So to be considered in that small elite of group of people, there's only 5 people in each category, if that. And there's so many people of and here that never get Grammy nominations or win them. I mean, it is really, it's an amazing thing, I think, for me. It's very humbling. It's what inspires me to keep going. And it really makes me feel like I'm doing something right, and my intention and my approach to my music is right. So it just keeps pushing me. It's a catalyst. It keeps pushing me.
Well, if you get nominated for Grammys, I think you are most definitely doing something right. And I think the Wake is definitely going to open up some people's eyes. People are going to wake up to Miss Melanie Fiona. So, hey, folks, make sure you stay tuned. Power Zone Ricky's in the building. He's going to give away a $25 exchange gift card. Rick, is that right?
Yes, we are. We're going to give a $25 exchange gift card. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Once again, we appreciate Melanie Fiona being out here. If you stop by Exchange today, make sure you check out some DVDs. And this weekend, we're going to have some big screen TVs on sale for all you guys watching football.
All right, folks. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to have more from Ms. Melanie Fiona and Power Zone Ricky right here on Eagle 810 right after the Pacific Radio Report.
Oh, you want to hear the news? Well, here's the news. Hot news.
Bank. It's now 8:48. We're back in the Eagle 810 studio. I got Melanie Fiona and Mr. Power Zone Ricky in the building.
Yep.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Super duper.
Now, Melanie, you're performing tonight at Yokota's Enlisted Club.
Yes.
Folks, you need to get your tickets. Cashier's Cage. Get them now while it's hot, because she's going to put on a hot performance. Guarantee that.
It's New Year's Eve, guys. Come on, let's party.
Most definitely.
It's going to be good.
You know, and Melanie, I don't mean to keep talking about this, but the bad cover. I'm telling you right now, when you were making your own music with her mouth, if you watch the video, you're like, you know, you're doing all that, and I'm like, okay, what's she doing? And then next thing you know, you put it all together. My goodness, that's beautiful right there.
Thank you.
And can we expect any more like cool little covers like that?
Yeah,
from you?
I definitely loved it, and I just love doing creative things. I had no idea it would go over so well with the fans, so. I definitely will be doing more. I actually want to do some special stuff for this new project. You know, the new songs I'm doing. I would love to start introducing some records that way, so people can really get, you know, invested in the whole song, from the music to the lyrics to the vocal, and you know, a cappella, just stripped down completely. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more, but I have a few more covers that I really want to do. Like we spoke about them.
Yes.
Lord, I really want to do Lord, and also, you know, I'll do requests. So if you get on the YouTube channel, tell me what you want to hear, and if it's one of my favorite songs, I'll surely do it.
See, don't tell me that, because I'm gonna be hitting you up now
every day.
I'm gonna be blowing you up now. I'll be like, look, Melanie, I need you to do this for me right there.
I need you to do this R. Kelly record.
Hey, we were talking about that offline. Most definitely, I'll be having you do. Yes.
Speechless.
Completely lost my train of thought right there. Just definitely. But Melody, also, you know, what can people expect from Awake coming out later this year and the new year?
You know what? I feel like you said, I think that what's happened with my music and with my career, I've been able to do a lot of great things, and I think for myself as an artist, still developing and finding myself, and I feel like I am my most certain of who I am as a woman, as an artist. And my growth in this change of what I've been, you know, going through 2 albums and being all over the world. And I really feel much more secure and confident with everything that I'm doing. And it's all really coming from me. I'm doing a lot of independent stuff right now. And I'm completely in control of my project. So it's going to be, I think, the best music people have heard from me. It's very live, very driven. I would say, if I had to compare it to one of my albums, I would say it's the evolution and the graduation of The Bridge, which is, you know, definitely that live instrumentation, classic songs, really great vocal. I just want to sing on this album. I want people to really know that my passion is singing, and that's what I'm here to be, is hopefully, you know, a classic vocalist for a long time. So that's what this album's going to be about. Yeah.
All right, so you have the performance tonight at Yokota's Enlisted Club.
Yeah.
Then after that, where are you going to be?
Then I'm going to Okinawa tomorrow.
You're going to be at Kadena Air Force Base.
Kadena Air Force Base, New Year's Day. So I'm ringing in the new year with you guys tonight here, and then I'm going to celebrate the first day of the new year with the folks over in Okinawa, and I'm really excited. It's going to be great.
And then where? You back to the States?
Then I'm going to take a little trip. I'm going to go on a little vacation. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Thailand, actually, from
okay.
here. Yeah, I've never been, so I figure while I'm over here, I actually wanted to go to the Philippines. We were talking about Bali, and I need more time off. But I have an album to finish, so I'll just go for a little while.
You've been busy this past year, actually the last few years, so you know, you definitely do deserve that break.
Thank you.
Definitely looking forward to this next album, Awake. So big time. Folks, make sure you get out there, go support, and I'm gonna say on behalf of the troops, we definitely appreciate you coming over here, taking time out of your schedule and doing something like this. Like, seriously,
and
huge.
Thank you. You know, I'm sure I can speak for everyone back home and back in America when we can say we appreciate you guys for everything that you guys are doing, and we are happy as musicians and artists to be able to come out here and make it feel like home a little bit for both of us. So thank you so much.
Most definitely. And Melanie, is there anything else you'd like to say to any of your fans listening right now?
I'm just looking forward to seeing you guys. I appreciate you all over the world, wherever you are. And, you know, just I wish you well. I wish you many, many amazing things for the new year. And if I can see you tonight and we can have a good exchange of good music and energy, I would love that. Live your MF life. I can't wait to see you.
Most definitely. Melanie Fiona, folks. Hey, make sure you go out there, check her out tonight. And again, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and...